Recently passed the test for the ham radio license, so decided it's time to start shopping. I took a look at the various models and manufacturers out there, and after doing my research, I decided to go with a Kenwood. Not a major reason why I made that decision, other than the fact that I've used Kenwoods in the past and I'm comfortable with them. I don't think that any of the brands stands out so far ahead of the others that this was a bad decision or the best decision I could have made. I just simply had to start somewhere. I knew my first radio was going to be a bit of a guess anyway, so I decided to give myself a budget and start shopping. Now, it turns out that my dream radio and the radios that are available are two different lists, so a part of the factor here was what is available on the used market. I decided to go used to try to save some money, but I actually sort of changed my mind as I was shopping, and I suppose that happens to everyone. So anyway, here's a video that'll sort of take you through my decision-making process and final decision on a ham radio off eBay. Well, this is when we're usually going to get hit with the sniper under a minute. I've done some research and this looks like a pretty decent radio. It's a tri-band. However, it's right at the top of what I wanted to spend for a radio, and I haven't really talked to anybody about them, so if I get outbid I'm not going to be too disappointed, but if I win it then I should save some money. I've been outbid. I got outbid by just a couple of dollars. So I'm going to place a quick bid of $205 and see if it'll take it. Probably too late. I'm sure I was not fast enough on that one. So I tried going up to 207, which was pretty expensive, and then didn't have a chance to rebid then. So I ended up losing out on that one. So somebody got a pretty good radio there for $209, which is about $100 cheaper than buying it brand new. And it was exciting being in the bidding, but like I say, it was right at the top of my price range, and although it would have been a lot of radio for that price, I think that I'm not going to be too disappointed that I didn't win it today. How come I don't see the auction? Here we go. But it was a Kenwood TF or THF6A, and that just means it's a tri-band, which means it transmits on 3 different bandwidths, and then was also basically a scanner, so it could listen to a lot more than it could transmit on. It came with the radio and a couple of accessories, a spare battery and a connector to connect it to a longer shortwave radio antenna, and then it came with an aftermarket antenna. So I guess I got hit by one of those snipers that somebody put on there, and it just wasn't quick enough. I probably would have gone up to 211 or more, but I wouldn't want to go much higher than that. So now I'm going to jump back to my watched items here, and there's another one that's coming up that's at 172 right now, and it's got about 4 hours left. So there's another one of these Kenwood F6As that are coming available, and this one's at $222, and I'm gonna go ahead and bid on this one, I think. Alright, it's a few hours later and you can see that this one's now up to $257. I've actually placed a few bids and I was outbid, so now we're down to the last 6 minutes, and there's 26 bids on this one. Now I've been doing a little bit more research and taking another look at this one, and there's a couple of reasons why I think I actually do want to bid on this one. So the full description here tells us that it's already been modified to transmit on the
Civil Air Patrol and Mars frequencies, which is something that I'd want to have modified anyway. That's about a $35 option or more, depending on where you go. Then it comes with the microphone and with the car or DC power adapter. And those are two things that I'd be interested in getting with it as well. So we're going to get the manual and the radio, and that tells you that the seller probably cared enough about his equipment to keep his manual at least, and it looks like it's in pretty decent shape. It's got the car charger, the wall charger, the unit, a case for it, which I could care less about, but whatever, then an antenna and the lapel mic, and it looks like that's also got a volume on it, which is handy. So it's something that I'd probably want to get, and it's about $30 or so. Now what this doesn't have is the connection to the computer, but I can get that off eBay for $5. Looking at these larger pictures, again, that shows us that the seller is interested in selling this thing. It shows us that it's in pretty decent shape. It is used. If I was to buy one brand new, it would cost about $300. So we're looking at $300, and then we're talking another, let's say, $40 for the modification to the frequencies. Let's say another $30 for the microphone, and let's say another $30 for the car charger. Now we're looking at a $370 radio. Because it's a person who has good feedback and who looks like he's kept it in good condition, I feel that that's worth something. So then I started to look around, and I looked at some of the different websites for reviews and costs, and I can buy this one brand new for about $300. With the add-ons, it's going to bring it up to about $400. So if I can get this thing for right around $300, I'm saving about $100. Now, just right now, it went from $257 up to $268. So again, I can get this thing at retail, no problem, I'm sure, but I'd really like to get it at a decent value, so I'm going to try to get it for under $300. So with shipping, I think I'm going to go, well, I might go a little over $300. Let's see what happens if I bring it up to $293. This will bring it to just over $300. So I'll put that bid in there. It's got 1 minute and 50 seconds, and it says I'm the highest bidder at $293.83. I'll jump back over because I like to look at this view a little better. So it's at $293. Right now it's just over $100. Again, it's usually in the last minute that I'll lose if I'm going to. Now this one's a bit over my price range. I wanted to spend about $200 on my first radio. This one has quite a few features. Now it went up to $303. So we just got a minute or two left. I'll give it a $305, and then I'll click the one-click bid. It says I'm the high bidder. It's at 36 seconds. Tells me I'm the highest bidder with 6 seconds left. 3 seconds. 0 seconds. It says I won at 304. So that means I bought this one for $318 or so. And that's probably about $10 or $20 more than I would have wanted to spend. But if I look at it the other way around, it's about what I would have paid for a brand new one by itself. Then I'm getting the microphone, the case, and the modifications done for free. So I think all in all, it's worth it. I'll now have a radio to work on, and we'll be able to talk on 3 different bands, and that's the reason I got this one. It's a tri-band. Alright, so now I get the fun part of paying $300 for this thing, and we'll see a radio in a few days. So altogether it looks like it's going to be about $320 on the PayPal, and we should have it in a few days. And here goes yet a third one that's up there, and we'll see how this one goes in the last couple of minutes.
Not a good time.
It's definitely getting a little bit of action here. I suspect it's because this one claims to be one that somebody bought for their job and then didn't need it. So if you look at the pictures, it's still in the box, all wrapped up. So this is a pretty nice one. And it's already 16 bids now, $227. We'll see what this one ends up going for. No more bids? 25 seconds. Somebody gonna walk away with this one for $227. $10 seconds. Timer kind of glitched there. I thought this one would be exciting. I guess not. 16 bids, $227. Well, with $25 shipping, that's $250. It's basically $30 cheaper than you could buy this one used, or buy this one brand new for. So I guess it was a good deal, since it was still in the box, but it was a little high. The first one sold for $190, and I think that one was probably a pretty good deal. That one was coming from a guy who was a ham, and he had his call sign up there, so you know that he feels good about selling it. I feel the one I bought was about the same way. It was somebody who's a good seller and had offered a money-back guarantee. This one was probably a really good unit too, and saved the person who bought it a couple of dollars. However, I think I personally would have spent the extra $30 and just got it brand new from the store. So that's some more buying and selling on eBay.